All right, on Thursday, Lewis, we have a big-time interview coming up that I think our audience is really, really going to enjoy because it's already been taped. I know I'm taking down the wall of that everything happens live, but we have taped this interview, and it's going to run on Thursday. I've gone over it a bunch of times. It's with David Wynn Miller, okay? Now, David Wynn Miller is the guy who has been the source, I would call him the primary and maybe the only source of this theory that grammar is used by the government to control people. Okay, and if you go on his website, if you Google David Wynn Miller, he now spells his name with at least one colon and hyphens and so on and so forth. We interviewed him. I really hope that the audience sees the interview and understands it for what it is as opposed to just a strange interview.
Right. But just so the audience has a firm grasp on what we're talking about, I suggest everyone who's listening, check out his website before the interview so you can see the type of language, thing, whatever, that he's talking about.
Really familiarize yourself with something called parse syntax grammar. That's all I can tell you.
Right.
And hopefully with that, you will be prepared. I mean, I need to give people warning, advance notice on this interview because of just what it is. It's pretty incredible.
It is, neither David nor I understand the interview.
I'm hoping our audience can help us make heads or tails out of it, in other words.
Decipher it. Yeah.
Did you know you can get this entire podcast commercial-free, as well as 2 bonus shows a week and access to our 5+ year archive as a David Pakman Show member? Lewis, you go on there and you listen to shows from like 2006 when we were first starting, and you basically just laugh because the show is so horribly bad. It's even worse than now, if you can imagine.
So bad. Like a really bad B movie.
Even a B movie would be an upgrade. But in any event, davidpakman.com/membership. Make sure you're getting all those things, especially if you're interested in hearing about some of Lewis's run-ins with the law. And Lewis really tells a lot of stories. Emails, voicemails, and emails. Actually, I don't have any voicemails to play today, but you can leave us voicemail 24 hours a day, 219-2-DAVID-P. And emails through davidpakman.com and on YouTube and all of that stuff. Peter King and his hearings on terrorism. In my town, a Muslim man was beaten to death on a sidewalk in the early hours of the morning while walking home from his job at a liquor store by gang members. The Muslim man had no ties to gangs. This is the type of bigotry that is fueled by war and right-wing fascists such as Peter King. Is this what we want in our country? This incident happened just last month. It's not what I want. You know, and I don't know, there probably are people somewhere that they want that type of thing.
Clearly the people who did it.
McCarthy was right. Only a clueless, naive liberal would not believe that Sharia law would not have you beheaded before you could upload your video. This mindless liberal ideology is the prime example of the dumbing down of the American sheeple. Very good. To quote Bill O'Reilly, keep drinking that Kool-Aid, my friend. On the Scott Walker David Koch prank call, I find it really hilarious that the premise of the spin about the prank call is accusing Walker of trying to infiltrate the union thugs with his own thugs. It's ridiculous. The smear campaign is not going to work. It's not about smear. If Scott Walker admitted to illegal or unethical campaign or criminal practices, he should be investigated and he should be punished, plain and simple. If he didn't, well, then he didn't. Don't know what else to tell you. I'm surprised that the blogger hasn't been charged with a crime. Since the Patriot Act, just about anything can be turned into a crime. Terrorists are around every corner in their minds. Republicans are historically dirty tricksters. Teabaggers are cut from the same cloth. I hope Walker gets kicked out of office. Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, there may be some kind of legality issue with recording phone calls. I know we've run into it in the past with things that we didn't even air, which, by the way, if you even know the things we've got that we weren't able to air because of that recording law, I don't even know what to say. On John Boehner finally focusing on jobs, but only once Barack Obama actually brings up DOMA, which Defensive Marriage Act, which Boehner wants nothing to do with. Alex Wickersham from the Subscriptorium, who does our transcript, said about Boehner, maybe he should be in favor of the government not wasting resources fighting to defend DOMA in the court system. Boehner's making stuff up. He should be busy creating jobs. Couldn't agree with you more. Bonus show starts now. We'll see you on Thursday.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.